I wanted to share with everyone the reason why we started the camp in the first place, so that everybody understands it's not just about no eviction or fighting the government or anything like that. It's also personal because this is my people. But this summer, I've always had a lot of compassion, and like this is like, I don't know how to say it. Like, this is my shit here. Like, these are my people. I was in addiction, and like I was out here with them using, and a lot of people know, like, I have wonderful kids. I have a wonderful family, and I was still in addiction, and like when I was using, I always said, that I was coming back for them when I was strong enough. That I would come back for you guys. I'm gonna get sober. I'm gonna get strong. I'm gonna come back for you guys. And as I came out a couple times and I wasn't strong enough. My anxiety flared being around people in addiction. And I said, I'm not strong enough, and I'd go back. And I'd come out and I'd go back until kept seeing all these women coming up missing, watching our people being mistreated out here. There are things being shoveled up and thrown in the trash, and I'm like, I remember one time when, I had my car and I like tweaked it out. Like, I was so high, I like thought I was a mechanic, and I messed it up. I thought I was a full mechanic. My daughter knows. So I remember the people from where I went to treatment at called me to do my assessment, and I was crying, and I said, I can't do this. They're going to tow my car, and no one will help me. And my kids said, let it go. We'll help you get a new one. It's not fixable, Mom. And I said, that's all I have. And I cried, and it hurt so fucking bad that's all I had was this broken car, and that's all I felt. But I had a wonderful family at home, but I couldn't see that. So people getting what little they have, and I see that happening in them that was me pushing my car in the snow to save what little bit I had, all by myself, in the snow, pushing that car that didn't work. Now, if I was in that right mind right now, I wouldn't have taken that car. I would just say tow it and be done with it, and then I'll save my money, or, I'll walk, I'll call my kids. But in that moment, that's all I had. And I watched people's stuff being taken. When this is all they have nothing else. Women coming up missing. Women saying that they're being trafficked or they've been raped, and I can't go to the hospital because they'll do nothing. The police won't do nothing. What will they do? I'm homeless. I'm an addict. They don't care about me. These are the things that are real life happening out here. And so I went to that one eviction over by Cedar and Lake Street outside of Indian Health Board, and I saw elders trying to get what they could. Everybody scavenging for their stuff. It was horrible to see our people like that. And so I was going to wait like a week and like hit up community and try to get like a lot of people together. And then I was like, I got who I could, a little handful of teams of people, and it grew and grew and grew. But we moved everybody to the wall, and that lasted a week. And then we moved everybody here, and this is where we've been, trying to protect the people here. Another part of why I do this is because, like, I was working in my community at Little Earth, and I started a group called Sobriety Warriors. I'm also a peer recovery coach. December 10th, I'll be 1 year without alcohol, and February 25th, I will be 3 years without drugs. And so I said, I have 2 recovery dates. And I don't know, I watched people, like when I drink my coffee in the morning at Little Earth, and I watched the relatives walking around there, and I said, something has to stop, like, I don't want my grandbaby growing up around that. I don't want our people to struggle. And I start realizing, you know what, I have to get more in touch with my culture and learn more. And that's what we need. Like, that totally changed my life. I walk around everywhere with this piece of wood. It came from AIM Sundance that I went to this summer with Sobriety Warriors. AIM invited us, and it was the most beautiful thing. That them people invited us in, and they knew we were all addicts, and they loved us. And it was great. They fed us. They told us about their different movements around the country. And I just kept thinking, as I was seeing women come up missing, evictions happening back home, and I thought, we need to do something. And I'm hoping that some of these relatives, I could take them back to AIM Sundance with me this coming up year. You know, we said, we went in there and we weren't like big AIMsters when we went in. So this is all new. Was because that was family there. No judgment. And all of these natives were badass all over the whole United States, doing different movements, doing different fighting. And they really built me up to start with this fight. And they brought me up to that tree for healing. And I thought, okay, I'm going back home and I'm going to fight for the people. And I knew that not everybody's going to like exactly what I'm doing for whatever reason, because everybody has their own agenda, everybody has their own opinions, whatever. But what I feel in my heart is right here to protect the people, to try and help them heal. If we want to evict them and kick them out, that's not right. That's exactly why what has happened to us for hundreds and hundreds of years has happened to our people. So why are we not stopping them now and getting together and saying, you know what, no longer will they do this to our people of all races, because it's not just Indigenous people here, majority at this camp, but it's everyone. When are we going to treat them like human beings and say, like, we're all going to come together no matter what and take care of them and stand up for them? Because we can all go to our houses, our warm houses, but you know, every day before I leave, I make sure they have a hot meal, cook for them, make sure everybody has wood, make sure that they have their tobacco in tubes, make sure things are locked down before I can go home and sleep, because I know that they're safe. And I wish more people would come around and say, hey, let's put all our heads together, all of our selves together, because the people is what draws power to make things happen. It's us coming together as one. That's the only way that we're going to make anything happen for these guys that are out here. They're struggling, and they have hurts, sometimes hurts that they don't even understand what they are. But I truly believe with the medicines that we give them smudge, cedar, bearroot, sweetgrass, tobacco. I really feel with all these medicines, it's helped. They smudge every day, and they didn't used to smudge, you know? We went to Sweat Lodge the other day. One young lady got her Indian name, and they want to bead. They want to do artwork. These guys want to do things, but no means to do them. And we shouldn't discriminate because they don't have a home, because you know what? To this is home right now. They say, you know, I'll be home in 2 hours. I'm going up to the library. So who is anybody to tell them that this isn't home? Everybody's here and can see this is a community, and they're watching out for each other. It's not what it's being made out to be. I'm here with them, and maybe I have a different connection or an emotional connection because I'm here with them. I know them. I know their story. We talk about how did they get into addiction, what drew that, and how can we stop that? How can we heal that? We have these conversations here. And so maybe I have a real emotional attachment to the relatives, and that's okay. That's why I need everybody else that might not have so much of an emotional attachment to fight. Because then I get angry grandma because I do have that emotion with these guys. You know, I love them. They're my family. And they're struggling. Nobody checks up on them. A lot of them doesn't have families that check up on them. But I'm here every day, about 16 hours a day, to show consistency and love and that somebody cares. So I appreciate everybody coming to support. But no, they're human beings. They have feelings. They work hard to keep this camp up, to keep this community up. And they're so worth it. They're so worth it. So I appreciate everyone for coming.
Thank you.